Okay, we're on the train here with famous coach now, Garry Kasparov, famous for a few other things way back in the day, but we're here to talk about the breaking news of just yesterday, talking about been working with young Norwegian superstar Magnus Carlsen, and this is a bit of a shocking, I don't know, shocking news, but perhaps no one expected you to put on your Botvinnik, hat. You just took off your glasses, so you look less professorial already. But what can you teach him? This is the first question from for the Chess Vibes audience. What can you teach him that you think that no one else can really?
I think the experience always plays a role, and having an advice, if nothing else, that's really valuable. That I still enjoy the possession of probably the largest opening database with some ideas that are still fresh and ready to use. I think for Magnus, it's a great opportunity to learn how to work. It's about work ethics. That the younger generation now, they spend too much time with computers, and it's just the organizing the workplace and making sure that this work is efficient.
Right, because he was in school. He really didn't have time. He wasn't doing full-time training.
He was in school, and when we started our cooperation earlier this year, it wasn't not even time for him because his opening repertoire looked, by my standards, definitely quite odd.
I mean, the specific openings, or you mean
general,
his way of selecting his openings?
It was not. It was not up to the level of his general play.
Okay.
So I think he needed great improvement of the opening repertoire, but also to organize his work to make sure that he will realize his full potential.
Right. And you didn't have that problem. I mean, that was almost the opposite. That was your strongest suit, was your repertoire, your discipline. So what similarities do you see in him yourself as a young Kasparov?
Yeah, we both have great talent. But what helps us is that his style is very different to mine. He's more resembling Karpov style.
Okay.
Yeah. Karpov, Capablanca, so he's great natural qualities in evaluating the position. While I'm more dynamic and more work-oriented player. So I think that's what makes this cooperation more potentially more profitable. For him, because he's learning from the player of an opposite style.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So his unique talent, you'd put him in that line then, because you've always spoken of yourself as being in the kind of, the Lochen, Tal.
No, he's no doubt. He belongs to the players of Capablanca, Smyslov, and Karpov.
Okay. And was that something you noticed in him when he first appeared on the scene, or is that clear to you now that you've seen him?
Clear to me now, yes. No, we once we had a discussion, when I just stopped playing chess, he was in Moscow for a couple of days. They asked to go to this testing. And I didn't have a very clear picture, but actually at that time I didn't concentrate on that. But later I looked at these games, and when I was approached with this offer, I thought that I would better understand the nature of his talent to see whether I can do a better job.
And you think the 6 months? What are your opinions?
Look, I would say I wish we could have more time, but it's not easy. I'm a busy man, and also it's not it's not automatic. So he played well, but again hasn't won yet. If you don't kind of wrap it, he hasn't won yet a major tournament this year. But I like the way he played in Sofia. So the last round disaster with Shiro, he was exhausted. So and And of course I was disappointed to watch his devastating loss against Kramnik, which again was not, I wouldn't say not deserved, but anything you do is deserved. Yeah. But still, just to be bullied by F5 by this breakthrough, which offered white nothing. So Magnus missed quite an easy way to not refute white attack, but neutralize it. It would be a draw, and probably this was played. But the way he played in Dortmund was not very convincing. And of course, it's not easy, just to watch the game. When your computer, you can just check it, and even if you don't check, so I still think, you can evaluate. And getting nervous.
Right.
Yeah.
That must be a strange feeling, watching, having a rooting interest. Like
true.
A bit of a different perspective. That kind of leads into one of the other questions. Would you, you're doing this coaching, but it's just every once in a while. Would you, consider seconding him in a match or tournament?
No, I have no interest in doing that, with my physical presence. But when in the tournament, we speak.
Oh, okay.
We are on the call.
Yeah, you don't have to be there. That's true.
Exactly. No, it's a part of this work, so that I mean, you can always get an advice. And I still keep updating my database. I'm doing some chess work, so, and I'm always, submit him with some ideas that I find during this process.
Right. And this gets to, as far as you being a coach, are you ready for that senior Botvinnik role here? I mean, it's going to be difficult because you were, the player, and now...
Yeah, but for me, it was not unusual. So I've been assisting Botvinnik since I was a world champion in 1985. So I've been always, working with kids, in different occasions. I'm doing now this KCF work. So those are, different kind of engagement. But still, sharing my experience, giving advice was always a part of my professional career, even when I played chess. And of course, it's a very, very different coaching program. But it also helps me, to keep my brains working.
Right, because you have some chess coming up here.
Yeah, and that's when I considered this idea, so I really knew that it might have happened.
Right.
So suspect might have happened.
Okay.
Yeah, and I always wanted just to have some some chess refreshment.
Right.
And it helps. So it's not that I'm planning to use the ideas that we found in Croatia during the summer session.
No.
Some of the sort of second quality or second line of importance. These ideas, I think they will be quite helpful.
Right. And just to keep you sharp as well.
Exactly. Keep me sharp. So it's a very different feeling than if you play anything.
Right.
Because you do some work, so you have to look at the games, and I'm regularly, as I said, updating my database. So it's it was a lot of work this year, and I hope that it will help against my old rival.
I was going to say, I know it's going to be, you're talking about an 18-year-old, and now you've got to face a 58-year-old. That's
Well, Karpov is definitely just a shadow of what he was before. A dangerous shadow. So, and I think that this very poor results recently, they might be misleading because he can concentrate, and he would be really dangerous. So it's still a unique talent, and it depends very much whether I could overcome the lack of practice. Because even working with Magnus still, it doesn't give you the same feelings as playing professional chess.
Sure.
And I do some training, so I hope that I will be showing some decent quality in Valencia and probably Paris.
All right, great. We'll be looking forward to it. Thanks.